They wanted control. They wanted to see you break, to watch you unravel, to pull you into their chaos, because that's what people like them do. They push, they test, they manipulate, waiting for you to react, waiting for you to give them proof that they still have power over you. But what happens when you give them nothing? That's when their power ends. That's when they start to panic. Because silence is their worst nightmare. They don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to fight something they can't predict, can't control, can't manipulate. And you are done giving them what they want. No more reactions, no more justifications, no more giving them access to your energy. Because the second you stop responding, the second you refuse to engage, you take everything away from them. Their control, their influence, their power. And that is what will break them. At first they won't notice. They'll assume you're just taking time to cool off, that eventually you'll come back, that eventually you'll crack. Because that's how it's always worked before, hasn't it? They push, you react, they hurt you, you defend yourself, they lie, manipulate, disrespect, and you fall right into their trap. But not this time. Because this time, you're playing a different game. And they are not invited. They will try everything. They will poke at you, insult you, try to drag you back in with guilt, with fake kindness, with anything that used to work before. But now, their words mean nothing. Their actions mean nothing, because they mean nothing. And that realization, that is what will haunt them. People like that, they don't actually want to lose you. They want to control you. They want to know they can still get inside your head, still pull your strings, still make you feel something. Even if that something is pain. Because to them, pain means they still matter. But when you stop reacting, when you go completely silent, that's when they start to feel it, the emptiness, the weight of their own insignificance. Because now, the one thing they feared the most is happening. They are losing their grip on you. At first, they'll act like they don't care. They'll post about how happy they are, how unbothered they are, how they've moved on. But you know the truth. Because if they were truly unbothered, if they had truly moved on, they wouldn't need to prove it. They wouldn't need to make a show of how little they care, but they do. Because deep down, the silence is suffocating them. They check their phone, waiting for a message that never comes. They replay the last thing they said to you, wondering if they went too far. They search for you in places they know you used to be. And each time they realize that you are no longer there, that you are no longer accessible, that they have truly lost control over you, they fall apart. See, people don't actually expect to lose the ones they mistreat. They think they can get away with it. They think you'll always be there, that no matter how much they lie, manipulate, hurt, you will always react, always come back, always give them another chance. But the day you go silent, the day you refuse to play their game, that's the day they realize they messed up. Because now they have to live with the consequences. Not the kind they were expecting, screaming, fighting, drama. Number the kind that lingers, the kind that keeps them up at night, the kind that forces them to face the one thing they've been running from all along, themselves. One day, they will understand. They will realize the weight of what they lost. They will look at all the people around them and see that none of them are you. They will realize that the attention they chased, the games they played, the power they thought they had, it was all meaningless. Because the one person who actually saw them, who actually cared, who actually mattered, is gone. And that door is never opening again. Let them sit with that. Let them wrestle with the silence. Let them feel the absence of your energy, your kindness, your patience. Because this time, you're done explaining yourself. You're done proving your worth to people who were never worthy of you. You're done wasting your breath on those who were never listening. This time, you let the silence speak for you. And in that silence, they will hear the one truth they never wanted to face. Their power ended the moment you stopped reacting. They thought they knew you, thought they had you figured out, thought that no matter how much they pushed, how much they disrespected, how much they played their little games, you would always react. But now they're realizing just how wrong they were. Because the person they expected, the one who used to fight, who used to beg, who used to explain, is gone. And in their place, someone who doesn't respond, doesn't chase, doesn't care. And that is something they can't handle. Because they need your energy to survive. They need to know they still matter to you, that they still have a way inside your head, that they still hold some part of you in their hands. But when you go silent, when you give them nothing, you take that away from them. You take away their control. You take away their power. And in that silence, they are left with only themselves. And that is what will destroy them. At first, they won't admit it. They'll act like they don't care, like your silence means nothing, like they've moved on. But watch how they start to slip. Watch how they suddenly start mentioning you in conversations, as if your absence isn't eating away at them. Watch how they try to make you jealous, try to prove that they're better off without you, try to show the world that they won. But deep down, you know the truth. Because people who are truly unbothered don't have to prove it. They don't have to post about how happy they are. They don't have to throw jabs trying to get your attention. They don't have to act like they don't care, but they do. And the longer you stay silent, the more they start to feel it. They think you're punishing them, think you're playing a game, waiting for them to come crawling back. But you're not waiting. You're moving on, not to prove a point, not to get back at them, but because you have finally realized your worth. And that is what will haunt them for the rest of their lives, because this was never supposed to happen. They never expected to lose you for real. They thought they had all the time in the world to come and go as they pleased, to hurt you, to take from you, to drain you until you had nothing left. They thought you would always be an option, but now they're facing the reality that they never prepared for. They lost you. And there is no way back. You see, some people don't actually realize what they have until it's too late. They don't value the loyalty, the kindness, the patience you gave them, because they assumed it would always be there. And by the time they realize they messed up, by the time they understand that they took something rare and treated it like it was replaceable, it's already gone. You are already gone. And no matter how much they try, no matter what they do, no matter what they say, they will never get you back. Let them sit with that. Let them sit with the silence. Let them sit with the regret. Because that's not your weight to carry anymore. You spent too long explaining yourself to people who never listened. Too long trying to prove your worth to people who were never worthy of you. Too long giving your energy to people who only knew how to take, but not anymore. Now, you protect your peace. Now, you walk away from anything that doesn't value you. Now, you let your silence speak louder than your words ever could, because that is the real lesson. Not screaming, not fighting, not proving a point, just disappearing. Because your silence, that's the sound of them losing everything they once took for granted. And no matter how much time passes, no matter how much they wish they could undo it, no matter how much they beg, cry, or plead, they will never get back what they lost, because they lost you. And that is something they will never recover from.